Dear students, in the last class we learnt about the reaction with phenyl hydrazine C6H5NH NH2. In the place of oxygen, this C6H5NH N should be substituted. H2O is removed, so it forms a D-glucose phenyl hydrazone, and then reaction with bromine water. When it is reacted with bromine water is a strong reduce oxidizing agent, so addition of oxygen it forms, so it is a gluconic acid. Next is with concentrated HNO3. HNO3 it is also a strong oxidizing agent, so it is COOH group, and here also COOH is formed. It means 3 moles of oxygen is added, every mole of water molecule, that is called it as a saccharic acid. Next one is reaction with hydrogen iodide or a red phosphorus. This will be the strong reducing agent. Here removal of oxygen, when it is reacts with hydrogen iodide or red phosphorus, NXN and 2-iodoxN is formed. 2-iodoxN is in the place of second carbon atom, iodine is attached. Next is with methanol or dry HCl. It is reacts with methanol. Two possibilities of compound is formed. One is alpha D glucoside, another one is beta D glucoside. This OCH3 is present in right side, this will be present in left side. Next is acetic anhydride, CH3 CO twice O, removal of OH groups, CH will be remains. Okay, 5 moles of acetate group is attached, so it is called it as a D-glucose pentaacetate. Last one is reduction reaction. Reduction reaction means addition of hydrogen, hydrogenation. H2 molecule is added for this aldehyde group, so it is called it as a sorbitol. Next, in this class we learnt about the structural elucidation of glucose. Okay, structural elucidation of glucose. Usually in the last class we learnt about the open chain structure. This is the open chain structure of glucose. Okay, first we have to know about the structural elucidation of open chain structure of glucose. Okay, first ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಎಲಿಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ದು ಓಪನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ್ರು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾಕೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಎಲಿಸಿಡೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಓಪನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್. ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್, is, we know that what, C6H12O6. Is it right? Yeah, the molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. This molecular formula of glucose has determined from the elemental analysis and molecular mass determination. Okay, this molecular formula of glucose is determined. How to determine or how to know about the molecular formula? From the elemental analysis and molecular mass determination. Okay, so that shows the glucose molecular formula is C6H12O6. First point is, main thing in the structural elucidation is we have to find the molecular formula of the given compound. Okay, the molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Okay, next, second one is glucose on complete reduction with hydrogen iodide. Okay, complete reduction with hydrogen iodide and red phosphorus, it gives a NXN. Okay, we know that in the reaction of glucose. Okay, here When glucose on complete reduction with hydrogen iodide and red phosphorus, it gives a NXN. So this NXN formation agate anta andre, so this reaction indicates that the glucose, it contains a straight chain. Okay, N means straight chain. N means straight chain. Okay, there will be no branched or a closed chain. This is straight chain. Okay, so that's why in that we conclude that the reaction indicates that it contains a straight chain of 6 carbon atoms, like a 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this is the structure of NXN. Okay, here they have a H. Okay, this is all about the glucose on complete reduction with hydrogen iodide and red phosphorus. It gives a NXN. NXN means the structure, the glucose structure as a straight chain. There will be no branched or a closed chain. Okay, next same as it is. ಈಗ ನಾವು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಕಲ್ತ್ವೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಎಲಿಸಿಡೇಷನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ನೀವು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ನ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಎಲಿಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಬಂದ ಹಾಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ reacts with acetic anhydride. Okay, to give D-glucose pentaacetate. Okay, we know that. This is the structure. CHO, C double bond O, CH3, 4, CH2, O, C double bond O, CH3. Okay, this is the structure of glucose pentaacetate because it has a 5 acetate group. CH3COO is the acetate group. Okay, do you know about that? I was explaining you in the last class about in the ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಆಯಿತಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸಿಟಿಕ್ ಅನ್ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಎ D-glucose pentaacetate. So in that we can conclude that this reaction indicates the glucose contain 5 OH group. Okay, here you have to observe here, this is the reaction with acetic anhydride. This OH group is removed. In the place of OH, CH3COO group is substituted. Okay, how many OH group is present? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5 OH group is present. So in the place of 5 OH group, 5 CH3COO group is attached. So we can conclude that in the glucose it has a 5 OH group. OH group idre matra we can add a acetate group. Okay, this is all about the third one. Next, fourth one is glucose reacts with HCN. HCN means hydrogen cyanide to form cyanohydrin. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸು that should be react with HCN, it gives a cyanohydrin. So in that we can indicate that reaction is glucose contain a carbonyl group. Carbonyl group means C double bond O group irutte ಆಯ್ತಾ. So in that the one of the H is attached to oxygen atom and CN is substituted to carbon, first carbon atom. If it is not contain a carbonyl group, the hydrogen cyanide does not react with the compound. But here glucose contains a carbonyl. Carbonyl means C double bond O group. C double bond O group ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ cyanohydrin formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If in case there will be no C double bond O group, so it does not react with the hydrogen cyanide. Okay, this reaction indicates that it contains a carbonyl group. Okay, next fifth one is on oxidation of glucose, on oxidation of glucose with bromine water, to give gluconic acid. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ನ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಯೆಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, if in the presence of bromine water, the bromine water acts as a strong oxidizing agent, so oxygen is added to glucose. Okay, oxygen is added to glucose. Here you have to observe, this is the reaction. This glucose reacts with bromine water. This bond, okay, this oxygen, the C double bond O bond, addition of oxygen is taking place in the carbonyl compound. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಎ ವಾಟ್, oxygen. Okay, addition of oxygen is taking place by bromine water reacts with glucose, it gets a gluconic acid. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಗ್ಲುಕೋನಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸೊ it has a aldehydic group. Okay, next last one is sixth one. Glucose undergoes oxidation with concentrated HNO3 to give what it gives, saccharic acid or a dicarboxylic acid. Okay, saccharic acid or dicarboxylic acid or glucoric acid, also it call it as a glucoric acid. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಆಯಿತಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ವೆನ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ HNO3 or glucose undergoes reacts with concentrated HNO3, it gives a glucoric acid, give the reaction. Okay, you don't only depend on the name of saccharic acid, it might be called it as a dicarboxylic acid and a glucoric acid. Okay, it means this concentrated HNO3 reacts with glucose. This is also strong oxidizing agent. Okay, where, yeah, here this is the reaction of glucose with concentrated HNO3. This is the strong oxidizing agent. Here 3 moles of oxygen should be added to the glucose molecule and water molecule is removed from the CH2OH last group. Okay, this will form the saccharic acid and also it call it as a dicarboxylic acid. Dicarboxylic acid means COOH is a carboxylic acid. group. Okay, how many group are present? Two groups of carboxylic acid is present, so it is called it as a dicarboxylic acid. Okay, so in that we can conclude that in addition of aldehydic group, one primary alcoholic group is present in glucose. How it will form a COOH, 2 COOH group ಯಾಕೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ you have to see here CH2OH. Here this is the primary alcoholic group. Here CH3, it is the methyl group. If one hydrogen is removed, in the place of one hydrogen one alcoholic group is added, it is called it as a primary. Okay, if another hydrogen atom is removed, another alcoholic group is attached, so it is called it as a secondary. Okay, if all the hydrogen atom is removed and another alcoholic group is formed, this is called it as a tertiary. Do you get it? ಇದನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ, ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ functional group of alcohol only, it also another functional groups are also present, like a carboxylic acid, halogens, or a whatever it may be. If CH2 is there, the functional group that should be attached to the carbon atom, that carbon atom has a 2 hydrogen atoms is present ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪು, ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸು ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಗೆ 2 ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ. ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇದ್ದು 2 ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ. ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಆದರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆದರೂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ದೇ 3 ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಟರ್ಷರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಎಲುಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್. It is the molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. On reduction it gives a NHCN and reacts with acetic anhydride, it gives a pentacetate, and HCN jothe react ಆದರೆ it gives a cyanohydride. On oxidation of glucose with bromine water to give a gluconic acid. And then last one is glucose undergoes oxidation with concentrated HNO3 to give the saccharic acid or a dicarboxylic acid or a glucoric acid. Okay, this is all about the structural elucidation, and including that there will be drawbacks for open chain structures. Okay, there will be drawbacks are for open chain structure. Next we move on to the drawbacks. Here you have to know about the drawbacks of open chain structure. Okay, here this is called it as a open chain structure of glucose. Okay, open chain structure does not explain the following observation mainly. First one is glucose does not show C double bond O group absorption in its infrared IR spectrum. It means the C double bond O, the carbonyl group, does not absorb the IR spectrum. It cannot give the spectra. You know that spectra. Okay, It means it does not show the any spectra at any frequencies. It means it does not accept the any infrared, it means radiations. The C double bond O group does not absorb the any radiations, mainly IR radiations. Okay, infrared radiation spectrum. It means it does not give the spectra ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಗೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೇವ್ಲೆಂತ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡು. ಬಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಓ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾರೆಡ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ does not reduce Schiff's reagent. In the reducing sugar, you have to know about that the monosaccharide, it means glucose, it reduces the tolerance and a Felling's reagent. Okay, so then it has a reducing sugar, but here glucose does not reduce the Schiff's reagent. ಅದೇ ಥರ Schiff's reagentನ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ does not form an addition product. Glucose does not form an addition product with sodium bisulfite NaHSO3 solution. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲದ್ರ ಜೊತೆನೂ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಅದೇ ಥರ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಬೈಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್. ಈಗ ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಗ್ಲುಕೋನಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ನೈಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ಆದರೆ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಬೈಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ಅದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಪೆಂಟಾಸಿಟೇಟ್ okay, does not react with hydroxylamine. Okay, NH2OH. Again it is not react with hydroxylamine. This glucose pentacetate, it means when the glucose reacts with acetic anhydride, it gives a glucose pentacetate. So that will be not react with the hydroxylamine. Okay, next fifth one is glucose exists in two isomeric forms. Okay, two isomeric forms. One is alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. Alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. How it will form the isomeric form? Due to undergo mutarotation. Mutarotation means there will be change of rotation in optical isomerism. Okay, optical rotation ಥರ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇದು ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ above drawbacks that should be not explained in the open chain structure. Okay.